Greetings, everyone. Dr. Brian Scott. Insights to End Times. We are looking at Matthew chapter 24, which is known as the chapter where Jesus speaks of the end times and what things that are coming. He's answering his disciples' question. They asked him, when will these things occur, and what will be the signs of your return and the end of the age, and so on. And he's answered a number of things we've studied already. Deception is going to be a paramount situation. We're also going to see natural things like wars and rumors of wars and nations coming against nations. And we're going to see things like famine and pestilence and earthquakes, which we've already studied. Today, I want you to turn your attention with me to verse number 10 in Matthew 24 and a couple of verses following. Here's what it reads. Many will be offended. Oh my. And they will betray one another, and they will hate one another. One verse, three major keys: offense, betrayal, and hatred. And then in verse 12 it says, and because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. Two more things: lawlessness and the love of many will grow cold. We're in days now where people can't be trusted. People are people right now, and there's so many things going on, social culture and socially and culturally, and there's so many things that you can't say and you don't want to say and you better not say, and oh my gracious, you almost have to keep your mouth shut. Imagine this: offense everywhere, people being offended. You say something that to you means nothing, to them they're offended. They're ready to go to battle with you. It's everywhere. You have to be so very careful anymore. What about betrayal? Judas Iscariot is the greatest betrayer of all times. And there's a lot of betrayers today. People are betraying their families. They're betraying their friends. They're betraying their business associates. They're betraying their churches. They're betraying their pastors, their ministers. Betrayal is everywhere. We've seen it for years in the ministry. We've seen it in our businesses. We've seen it everywhere we turn. We've seen betrayal. And then you have hatred. Hatreds are, my gracious. The level of hatred in the land today is unprecedented. One of the major areas that we're seeing right now in North America is a hatred between the unvaccinated and the vaccinated. Most of it directed by the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. But then you have racial hatreds, and you've got color hatreds, and you've got ethnicities, and you've got religious hatreds, and so on and so forth. You have social status hatreds. Everything is upside down. Lawlessness abounding. People used to obey the law. Now they look for ways to disobey the law, to break the law, to push it to the limits. It happens on our highways. It happens in our retail industry. It happens on the internet. It's just everywhere. Lawlessness. And then finally, the love of many growing cold. It used to be you could trust your friends and rely on your friends and so on and so forth. Now you're not sure who to trust because the love has grown so cold between people. Love is defined as the desire to give to others at the expense of self. And now we don't see that. What we see is more lust, which is the desire to get from others at their expense. So we're seeing these five elements coming to pass. We're seeing offense, betrayal, hatred, lawlessness, and the love of many growing cold. I'll see you tomorrow as we get close to wrapping up this chapter. Thanks for joining me today. Bye now.